Do you know that 70% of people that started poultry last year did not succeed? Do you know that you cannot start a poultry without experience, without prior knowledge, without training? Do you know that you're going to fail at poultry if you don't listen to what I'm about to tell you today? Hello everybody, welcome to Everything Poultry. I am Dr. Manton Gopep, and I'm here to help you start and grow a successful poultry business for free. In this video, I'll be sharing with you my life experience as a veterinarian and as a poultry farmer on how to start a poultry business and succeed, defying all the statistics of last year and of years before last. In this year, you are going to start that poultry business you have been dreaming of starting, and you are going to succeed, and I'm going to help you do that. Before we go far, this video is going to be divided into 3 parts because it's going to be a long video. So I've decided to make it into 3 parts. In this video, I'm going to show you what you need to start. In the subsequent videos, I'm going to be telling you what you need to keep going. And then in the last part of the video, what you need to keep going to expand and to succeed. So if you want to see all these videos, it is important you subscribe to this channel and then you turn on the notification bell to get notified every time I upload another video, because my videos are going to be talking to you directly and helping you to start that poultry business and grow it. Let me tell you the importance of starting a poultry business at this point in time. Poultry business can make you a millionaire, can give you the money you have been looking for. Yes, I'm sure of what I'm saying. Poultry business is a gold mine, especially in Africa, and in Africa, in Nigeria. In Africa, we have the population. We import meat, we import eggs from European countries and even from Asia. We import eggs, we import broilers from other countries. Why not we produce these things? There is meat deficit in Africa. There's protein deficit in Africa, which means there's a chance for us, a gap that we need to fill, so that we'll collect part of this revenue that is spent on importation. And I'm here to help you start that poultry business and grow it. Now, what do you need to have in place before you start a poultry farm? Number 1 is you need money. How much do you need? How much you need depends on how many beds you want to start with. For me, I started with 2,000 points of lay. And that 2,000 points of lay cost me 6.7 million naira at 16 weeks. That's about $15,000. If you are in other countries, you can just divide $15,000 by your currency and you get the amount. Yes. So this 10 million is what is required in getting housing for your poultry, a basic poultry house, the equipment, the points of lay, the feed, the drinkers and the feeders, and other equipment. Let me walk you through the process of how I got everything in place. The first thing I did was to secure funding. After getting the money that is required to start this poultry business, I now went looking for the poultry house to start my poultry business. And for me, I rented the structure. I rented a structure, a 4,000 capacity poultry house. But I was just starting 2,000 capacity. I was just starting with 2,000 points of lay. That means I have room for expansion. That's number 1. Always look for a farm that has room for expansion if you are going to rent. Always look for a farm that has room for expansion so that you can expand as your business develops. The second thing is that your poultry house should be located away from human settlement to avoid complaints from your neighbors that your poultry is smelling, the litter is smelling, you're disturbing them, and also to prevent the introduction of diseases by human activities around your farm. The second thing is that farm you are looking for should have good water supply, good electricity. The farm should be located in an environment that has good road network, because you are going to transport feed into the farm and carry poultry products out to the market. After securing the poultry farm, the next thing is to pay for points of lay. Yes, pay for the points of lay in time, book in time, so that you don't have a situation where the supplier tells you that we are overbooked, or we don't have beds against to supply to you, and then the house you have rented is your rent is being used up when you don't have anything on the farm. Now, when you have secured the points of lay, then the next thing is to disinfect that poultry house. Disinfect the poultry house thoroughly. Even if it's a new one, you have to disinfect it. To disinfect a poultry house, you can use chlorine-based disinfectant or iodine-based disinfectant, or anyone that's recommended by your veterinarian, and make sure you follow the label of the disinfectant so that you don't do another thing and the manufacturer is telling you another thing. After disinfection, make sure you allow the poultry farm, the poultry pen, to just allow it for 2 weeks without putting anything inside. Then the next thing is to buy equipment, the materials and everything they are going to be needing on the poultry farm. For me, I purchased drinkers and feeders and laying crates. These items also need to be disinfected after installation. So after my drinkers are automatic drinkers. After I installed them, I tested them, I made sure they were working. Then I sprayed all the items in the room, including the drinkers and the feeders and the laying crates. After you do that, then you apply litter material. Litter material are basically what you put on the floor. If you are going to use deep litter, make sure you apply litter materials on the floor so that your layers can match on them, and make sure they are soft to avoid injuries to your layers and avoid injuries and stress to your layers. Get ready to receive your points of lay. On the day you are to receive your points of lay, make sure you have water in place, and the water should contain glucose and multivitamins to help your birds settle down well. Make sure there's feed in the feeders so that the birds can eat as they arrive. After doing that, make sure you remove everything that will cause stress on that farm, because you want your layers to settle down as quick as possible. Make sure they are settled down within 3 to 5 days so that we can continue with other management practices. The next thing after the birds have settled down, for me, I had to do a vaccine called 3-in-1. 3-in-1 contains infectious bronchitis, egg drop syndrome, and Newcastle disease. Because I told the supplier to supply me birds that have not been vaccinated against these diseases, because I want to do it myself. I want to be sure this thing is done, because it's a very important vaccine. So after the birds settled down for a week, I now vaccinated these birds. But before vaccination, make sure you provide anti-stress, vitamins, and other electrolytes to help your birds resist the stress from this vaccination you're about to do. After vaccination, I noticed that my birds have long beaks, because the farmer, the supplier, had debeaked these birds by 6 or 8 weeks, between 6 and 8 weeks. So the beaks there was a regrowth of the beaks. So I had to debeak them again to prevent cannibalism and sucking of eggs. So after 1 week of vaccination, 1 week after vaccination, I now debeaked the birds. It was stressful, but I think the glucose and the vitamins I provided helped them to resist that stress. But it still affected them, because they were not eating. Instead of eating 8 bags a day, they were eating around 3 to 4 bags a day, because their beaks were cut, so they cannot be eating with that mouths as they used to eat. But gradually they start picking up, and then they picked up. Now, there was something I did when these birds arrived. These birds arrived, they were not looking good at all, because these birds were raised, maybe 10,000 of them in one place, so they were not being fed very well. When these birds arrive at your farm, you need to boost them. You need to boost their weight. You need to give them feed. You need to give them enough feed so that they can grow fast. I give 4 bags of grower and 4 bags of broiler starter to help the birds eat well and to gain weight so that they can be able to lay faster. I gave them grower and super starter for 2 weeks, after which I switched to grower, and layer. After doing that for another 1 week, the birds start to drop. When birds start to drop, remove the grower and start giving them layer only. You can either grow layers in deep litter or in cages, a battery cage. But for me, I use deep litter. That means I bought nesting box, which is laying crate. I bought automatic drinkers and feeders. All these things were purchased and installed before the birds arrived. Your farm has to have a good source of light, because these layers will need 14 to 16 hours of light every day in order to be able to lay very well. So what are my challenges so far? Starting a poultry business, you require knowledge. Nobody should tell you that starting a poultry business is easy. You don't need to know, you don't need experience, you don't need any prior knowledge. Even if you don't have any prior knowledge, before you start that business, you have to do investigations, you have to study, you have to ask questions. Even as a veterinarian, I have my challenges. There are things I needed to adjust, call some senior colleagues. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? This is the challenge. What do you think about this? So you need to have a veterinarian, you need to have a guide, you need to have a mentor to be able to help you scale through all these challenges that you face in this business of poultry. If you have watched this video up to now, I have a free gift for you. Make sure you comment in the comment section below with your email address, and I'll send you my #1 guide to starting a poultry business. Usually this ebook goes for $4, but today I'm giving it free for the first 50 people to write their email address in the comment section. You have to also tell me what you enjoy about this video, and then leave behind your email address, and I'll send you this ebook for free today. Just this once. If you are new to poultry business, this is your go-to channel. As a veterinarian, I'll carry you along step by step on how to start and grow a successful poultry business. This video is about layers, but I'm going to do another video to show you how you can start a poultry business from day old. How you can care for these birds from day old, and how you should handle them as they grow. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I post important videos like this.